Let's go into the cave. I feel like a couple of times recently. Well, that was strange colors in this cave. A couple of times recently, it's what the? Oh no! Not these.
We have to run through this place.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Okay, not bad. I was gonna say, a couple of times recently, we were just starting episodes by heading into caves. And I don't know if that's more indicative of the game or my desire to cliffhang. Of course, there's docetants everywhere. Oh, that big, beefy one.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Oh, really? On the full block? That's gonna hurt. Is this a... Whoa! That's what sneaking is like. That's so cool. That's our first sneak. Am I just realized, I don't think my team can come through here. Oh, there they are. So, if you're wondering why that's a big deal, recently we unlocked intuition. So we now have 2 levels of intuition, which does allow for sneaking. It allows us to find more looting things. I know some people really think that vigor is the way to go because of the extra capacity, but honestly, it's very rare that it becomes a long-standing issue. Oh, hello. Endurance level 4, endurance level 3, endurance level 3. What? Ceremonial armor of Saint Matthias. I'd say this is pretty crucial. I would say this is pretty crucial. Petrus, endurance level 3. Guess what you get to wear, Petrus? This is going to be sweet. Look at the quality, too. Oh, he's going to look so good. Old THELEME war armor. This is better, and we don't even have any upgrades in it. I think this might be like our first really cool piece of gear that we found. I love that it's not super flashy too. Ceremonial armor. I like that a lot. Now, I'm assuming that this is a sneak thing. Yeah, sneak level 2, because it just sucked me in there before. And now we have to activate it. That's really cool. How do we just not get lost in here? Might be impossible. This is to drop back down to where we were. Oh, another fresco.
These murals
Wow.
are magnificent. If St. Matthias did come here, this is where he must have settled.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native.
So he was working... I mean, let's assume that these are all real, right? That means that he was close with the natives, as the texts, the most recent text described.
This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Miel Frictiman.
Man of 1,000 faces.
looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias is often depicted or described as using a similar chaplet. Oh, I feel so lucky to be here.
Oh, cool.
In this cavern where our founder lived.
Oh, it's awesome.
Engraved tablets.
Uh-oh.
They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them.
I wonder what they say.
I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
That...
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
I mean, this all but confirms that those second set of tablets were accurate, right? Also, this was saying the light and the earth, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native
That would reference
symbols.
like THELEME,
There are some
the
words
light.
in our ancient language next
Yeah.
to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another
And the
sentence.
earth would represent the natives.
This is a message that
Two
would
faces of the same
seriously
power
displease
means that
the
they're
Inquisitors.
basically intertwined.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duis dat, enon mil frictamen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, enon mil frichtamen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
Yep.
I don't know if you realize the importance of what we've just discovered.
I think it's more than even
Saint
working together.
Matthias, the founder of THELEME, finished his life worshipping the islander's god.
exactly.
This is so incredible. Although it will cause a huge upset for our nation, our cult, and our relations with the natives.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in THELEME.
I understand you must be concerned. Great revelations are often followed by a trail of blood. But if what we found was revealed, my people could live in peace with the priests at last.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there.
Ah!
Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Okay. So when we're saying... Oh, that scared me. When we're saying that... the Virgil was his name? Wasn't wrong. It's like... Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily agree that he wasn't wrong. So unless I'm totally missing on something there. You know what? I think... Useful protecting oneself from enemies wielding light weapons. Increases physical armor, regenerates it progressively for the duration of the effect. This does use magic, which seems pretty nice. Or we could continue down this tree, or we could continue down here. They're all good options. This one we need to hold. This one we need to hold. I think the healing is quite nice. We have 1,000,000 potions, though, so I don't know if it's really necessary. Let's build the Fury generation. Attributes-wise, I think I'm going to hold on to this. Likely I'm going to go into Endurance so that we can wear heavier armors. But I haven't seen anything that needs Accuracy or Agility level 4 yet. So it's probably best to go into Endurance so that we can get more defense. Now this will be rather interesting. Still reeling from the previous decision that we made. This is a subtle thing, but I like that the game keeps the bodies of your enemies around, even between like when you save and load your game. Everything stays. I think that's cool.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. May the enlightened protect me.
And while we haven't seen anything with intuition level 3 yet, I do think that my next point is probably going to go there. All right, well, we've been honest to this point.
Did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
Oh, man. Look, I feel like could I live with myself knowing the truth if I didn't tell them? The answer is no. So, for better or for worse, we're gonna let everybody figure it out for themselves in terms of how they handle their reactions.
There were also frescoes on the site, representing Saint Matthias.
Frescoes? Tell me more. This is fascinating.
He was shown having his face painted by a native. On the other, he prayed to a god of the mountain.
You can't be serious. You mean to say that our saint converted to the cult of the islanders?
That is what emerges from our findings, yes. Other objects that I was able to bring back also point in this direction. Look, there are inscriptions. These tablets and also this chaplet.
This chaplet. I cannot believe it. It is so... Excuse me.
Earth-shattering?
I cannot find the words to express how I feel. You must come with me. We must go and present all these discoveries to the Mother Cardinal. You realize our entire dogma will have to change.
Yeah.
So far, anyone who wanted to question it would have burned their fingers. Literally, alas.
And you think that this time they'll listen?
We have solid proof. All this evidence. With your support, we will convince her to reveal the truth.
I see. I will do my best to help you.
And to be fair, I'm
We
basically...
are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil. How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent.
Are we fighting them
We demand that
again?
you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
Not
How
happening.
can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply with our orders, you leave us no choice.
We'll see, big boy.
Death to the heretics!
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
Poison for everyone.
I cannot believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith.
Yeah, well,
The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing, Excellency.
We would do well to hasten to San Matthias. They will not dare to attack you there. And we will have to take care of Bishop Domitius. He will do everything he can to discredit us.
You are right. All this proves is that I will not succeed without your help. There is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
That's
And
true, but
if you will allow me to attend the hearing, I would be delighted to support you.
Your help will be precious to us, Father. In any case, we must present our research to Mother Cardinal as soon as possible. I will study the tablets one last time to make sure I know all their content, and I will meet you at the palace in San Mateus to plead our case.
Understood. See you soon, Sister Eugenia. Be careful.
like this is actually huge. We're essentially rewriting the entire THELEME history and thought process and base of knowledge. Holy crap. Ordo Luminous prisons. Nice. Look at these, man. This is an extra vigor check right here. It's better than what we have. Magic resist. We don't have the science, but we can always just trade that out. That's awesome. Okay, so how do we want to roll with this? Oh, well, you know what? This is perfect. This is perfect. Let's go and grab endurance 2. Yeah, endurance 2. So we can wear heavier armors, and this is very fitting because now, even though I don't love being associated with these guys, this is undeniably better than what we have. And if I go and craft, if I don't want to have something with the vigor check, which we have talked about creating anyways, then we could swap this so that we always have like our standard science or what have you. But yeah, this seems pretty good. So now we've got science, we've got vigor, we've got lockpicking. I think this one can probably go. I don't think that we need this any longer. Oh wait, I need this actually for the merchant congregation, just in case we ever need to be wearing that. Now inside the Codex, what got updated here? Bishop Domitius. He's the leader of the Order Luminous and the Inquisition of THELEME on Tier 4D. More political than his subordinates, he serves as a counselor to the Cardinal Mother Cornelia, but this apparently neutral role should not overshadow who he is above all, an Inquisitor who will stop at nothing to purify Tier 4D of any form of heresy. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. All right. Let's, since we have 24 hours to kill, we're going to go and we're going to search for the Mother Cardinal stuff. And then when we approach her later, maybe we'll have more information about everything. Man, that was really, really, really cool. I have to say, man, like, oh, the writing in this game is so good. And the quests and the way things play out. Oh, I just love it. I love it. They've done such a good job. Okay. So we're going to head here. Searching through the Cardinal's apartments. Now this is, remember, this is full. Oh, that takes us 18 hours too, which means we don't have a ton of time left, but you know, whatever. That's fine. Is there anything that I need to get rid of? I don't think so. Oh, yeah. You know what we should do? We have our craftsmanship gloves on, which is not completely ideal. Oh, look at this. We also have a sacrificial sword, which is significantly better than the alchemist rapier, but the alchemist rapier does have elemental damage. We kind of want to have that as an option. We can get a little bit more damage, not by much, a lot more stun, and better cost furious. I still don't understand what this means. I still don't understand what that means, but... Anyways, what we want to do is... We want to go over to Petrus. And we want to craft out some things for him. Now, ideally, like, these increases are very good. And if I could get just an extra point in crafting as well, like, we could get at least into the level 2 gear. Maybe if I go to the blacksmith, maybe that would be worth investigating. I'm going to take the... I'm going to take the curved spalder. And then we'll take... Let's take the ornate collar. We'll really focus on the balance. The armor seems really strong anyways. Whoops. And then this one is going to be for these things, which doesn't really help. If we get extra levels in crafting here, these are basically all the same. It gives something plus some resistances. Is there anything I might want here? We could just pick something that looks cool. It is using up a ruby or obsidian. We have a ton of obsidian. Let's just buy this. Okay. Let's do his gloves as well. Let's go here for the balance. And then lastly, we'll do the same thing down here. More balance focused. Man, I love that they're all individual. That is just sick. What if we go down into a later one? What does this give? It's just a significantly higher... Yeah. Oh, that's so good. There's something to be said for this. I don't know if a blacksmith can get us everything that we see here, but that would be kind of nice. Okay, let's roll. The next time we can, we will check by a blacksmith. Huh. What is this back here? We don't know. We haven't been in that section yet. I'm just going to stop by the merchant. Just out of curiosity, see what they sell. Place of punishment. Lovely.
Come closer. Don't hesitate.
I'm not hesitating.
Welcome to the best holy item shop in San Mateus.
Oh, let's chat.
Do you like it here in San Mateus?
It is impossible not to like it here. The air is purer than it is on the continent. The Malachor is far away. And rumor has it that this island is the one Saint Mateus himself chose as his final resting place.
Okay. So he's got a Ring of Divine Light, which is pretty cool. Agility 3 here. I mean, this is mostly going to be stuff for... Oh, this is actually nice for us. But this is our... We always wear that intuition hat. So, unless I could replace it with something else that has intuition, I'm always going to wear it. This is pretty solid. This is a little bit more damage. Quite a bit more stun. But he doesn't have the mental power for it. And I'm really glad that this stuff is not as good as what he found. All right, I think we're probably good. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. It's expensive, but let's splurge.
Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Magic explosion damage. Yeah, take it. Let's roll. I remember him saying something about dressing as the servants. I'm not sure how we're going to go about that, because I don't think I have anything that would resemble it. We are dressed in THELEME gear, conveniently. But other than that, we'll have to play it by ear. Are we gonna be just approaching her? Hold on. This must be another set of stairs. I just don't know if this is actually gonna trigger something when we walk past. So let's figure it out.